Good morning, everyone. Let's go over some basics for our circuit kits that we got. So as you can see, first you put it in the easy way, the skinny way. Then once you do that, it will let you twist it so that the gold part is on the top. See? Those gold things right there are on the top. And you twist it and put it like that, okay? So just a minute and we'll do that in real life. Okay, so I've got my thing and I've got this. And this is the skinnier way, so this is the part I'm gonna push down first, just like that. Okay, okay, once you have that in, the next part is to try to twist it so that this side goes up. The side with the gold is gonna be in between here. So what I had to do is I had to brace it between my fingers and then turn it just a little bit so that little notch, that edge there, went under there. And then I can easily twist it the rest of the way. I don't know if I can do it with one hand. Maybe I can. You won't have to, because you won't be holding a camera at the same time. But you can twist that until it goes. And see, I'm just grabbing the main part of it. In just a second, I'll do it with two hands, and then I'll show you. Okay, and there it is. It fits in there nice and snug. I will say that I did have to hold this side pretty tight, and then with the other hand, I had to grab onto the ends like that and twist it in. But it's doable, okay? There we go. So that part of the motor is set up. All right, here is the next part of my circuit kit. This is my battery holder case. If you know much about batteries, you know that this side that's smooth goes against the spring, and the side that has the notch always goes against this middle piece that's down here. So again, smooth part goes where the spring is. So this will go like that, and I'll take a minute and put my batteries in. All right, so now I've got my batteries in. The next thing that I like to do, especially when we're in the experimenting stage, is make these little hooks at the end of my wires. And that way I can put them over here through the gold sides of this motor, and they'll be able to connect to that and have metal to metal, which is what lets the electric current through. But I can still reuse them for other things. You don't want to bend these too much because then they'll pop off. So choose one way to make them go as a hook. And for these, don't bend them at all. Okay, don't bend those at all. So I have my hooks ready to go. Perfect. All right, as you can see, I have one of the hooks put through there, and I'm going to do the same to this other wire. Okay, and I'm just gonna hook it. And as soon as it's in there, this right here is spinning. Okay, that part of the motor is spinning now that it's connected. If I want to stop it from spinning, I just take the wire off, or I could take the battery off. But there you go. The motor was spinning, and now I can attach stuff to there to take advantage of the fact that that motor is spinning. And we have these lovely fans, which is what we'll practice with first. All right, so with your kit, you got a plethora of fans. So here are this kind of fan, and then we have this one. Now we're gonna test one of the skinnier, longer ones first, and I'm going to hook the back onto that peg on my motor, okay? And I'll do that in just a second. All right, here I am. My fan is spinning. I don't know if you can pick up on that, but it is. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually kind of put my face over it and test how fast it's spinning. Don't touch it, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm seeing how much wind is blowing in my face. So give me a second. Okay, and actually, I don't feel any wind coming towards the front. But if I notice back there, I can see that these are quivering back here. So if I turn this backwards, and my thing's coming unhooked, so I'm gonna check that out real quick. So now I've turned it sideways, and I can definitely feel the breeze from the back of this. So this one's blowing wind out the back, behind it. Okay? Test that on your own and make sure that you get that. And I was told by one of my students that if you switch these wires to the opposite side, that the fan will spin the opposite way. Awesome. So now it's spinning the opposite direction. So if you notice under there, no air is coming from the back, and instead I'm getting all the air from the front if I put my face in front of there, which is why my camera went off to the side, because that's what I did. And so now I can feel the air blowing forwards. So this is just an interesting side thing that you can switch side the wires. Before, the red was where the black is and the black was where the red. And now I can feel the air coming from the front. Okay, and that's very important to know if you're using this for wind power. So let's go ahead and we'll grab the other kind of fan and test it out. Alright, so here is my next type of fan. This one right now, the way the wires are hooked up, it is spinning the wind out the front, so towards the camera right now. And this breeze feels pretty concentrated. Like if I'm off to the side, I don't really feel it. But if I'm right in front of it, I get a lot of air from that. Okay, and I could switch the wires again, and then it would be sending the air out the back. Okay, but here we go. And so I went back and forth and I tested the different fans and held it in front of my face, and I figured out which one I think has a stronger wind coming from the fan. You'll have to do the same thing. I switched to that red and tried it. I tried this one. See what answer you come up with. Which one wind do you think is stronger from the fans? Okay, that's your experiment for today.